Hey loves, so welcome to another vlog where we're going to make this beautiful 3-year-old girl this very cute, very nice natural lines without any heat. And we're also going to be applying her the Chebe hair butter. So over here I was just removing the knots that I had done on her hair after undoing the matutas that she had, and then we're also going to apply the Chebe hair butter. And just a reminder, you do not want to be applying your Chebe on dry hair, so I usually go ahead and make sure that all the strands in the head or on the head have moisture, that is basically water. As you all know, I infuse mine with rosemary, and I think I'll be doing a video for you on how to do that. It is simple. You can just go ahead and boil water, and then you add in your rosemary, you let it simmer, and then you let it cool, and then you just put it in your water bottle. And then you can always be doing a rosemary rinse, especially if you struggle with a dry scalp. It's very good for that. Or you can just be using it as part of your Chebe routine. By there you will see great improvements with your hair. So after application of the butter, I go ahead to comb in to ensure that the product gets into each and every strand of our hair, and then I'll be styling. So as we do the hair, we're also going to talk about how to prevent itching with Chebe, because I have gotten several complaints or concerns on the same. And with the good thing with what I'm going to tell you is something that I have been doing myself. I have been doing it on my babies and on my clients. I always recommend the same, and it has been working very well for them. So make sure that you watch until the end. Remember to give this video a like, and remember to subscribe to join the community, and leave any concerns that you have regarding your hair or your baby girl's hair. By the way, I really love making baby girl's hair, and this one, she's a darling. And despite the fact that maybe we are not so consistent, like her hair is really doing well, and it could be doing better, but it is well. You know, in life you can only control so much. When it comes to a third party, there's very little that you can do regarding their actions or their decisions. But this girl has potential. Her hair type is so good, and it blends so well with Chebe, like thick natural that has very good curly pattern, like so good. And because the secret to good styling is the partitioning, always make sure that you get your partitioning right. As you have seen from the video, I don't use any gels because I am also trying to limit product build up, unnecessary use of unnecessary product on beautiful hair that does not need the extra manipulation. But regardless of the technique, I am going to get very neat, very cute, and lines that can actually last this baby girl for like 4 to 6 weeks, because our hair is not the soft type, so it actually holds on to lines really well, and I love that about this hair. And by the way, before we get to the topic of the day, our stories, they were really interesting. She's just an interesting chatterbox, and I really try to make sure that I am engaging the babies when I'm doing their hairs, so that they don't feel like it's a chore. They like the process, they enjoy the process, and I also find myself really enjoying the small conversations, because babies can be quite interesting. Anyway, to the topic of the day, and one of the most searched questions on TikTok, because this one I got on TikTok, is basically, why does Chebe make my scalp age? And if I don't apply it on my scalp, how does it help my hair grow? Now let's get clear on some things. So first, let's understand what is Chebe and why it has been used by women in Chad for hair length and volume. So Chebe is a natural hair strengthening powder that has been used for centuries by the women of Chad, and they are literally known for their long, strong, and voluminous hair. And this is the secret: they don't apply it on the scalp. That is the first thing. You apply it on the strands, and you make sure that your scalp is as open as it can be. You apply water. You can apply invigorating oils like maybe rosemary oil, or as I said, you can always use the rosemary mist. Sorry about that. this is good because rosemary has that soothing effect, and it is also good if you're actually experiencing any form of itching on your scalp and such. So how does Chebe actually work? Chebe moisturizes your strands, it strengthens and it protects the hair. Over here I slowed down to actually show you my braiding technique because someone asked me to do like a small video on how I braid hair, and I thought let me just slow down, and I hope she will be seeing it from here. But hopefully soon I will, maybe tomorrow I'll do a small maybe TikTok video on how to braid or how to grip hair when you're braiding lines on natural hair or even on braiding, because some people still struggle with getting neat partitions. So back to Chebe. So Chebe moisturizes, strengthens and protects the hair from breakages. It preserves length, which in turn now makes you retain more length, making your hair longer. And on the volume, because now we encourage that you make sure that you're taking care of your scalp health, it actually allows for the sprouting of the new or the follicles that might have been hidden because of maybe product buildup, and that is why it is recommended that you don't apply it on the scalp. Again, when you're applying the Chebe powder, do not apply it raw. Let me tell you, this is from experience. When I started selling Chebe, when I got first Chebe, of course I got the powder. I had no idea that I needed to make a butter or a paste, so I got Chebe and the kaka, and then I bought shea and I was just applying them differently. I had no time to whip. I did not have any idea or any clue on how I'm going to do that, so I was just literally applying the Chebe even with water, basically the powder on my hair strands with water. And you can imagine, because sometimes I was also tired, I did not understand anything about Chebe, I will just go ahead and the powder will get, like the particles of the powder, they will get heavily on my scalp. Of course, this caused a lot of itching because first it blocks, and then second it's drying, because when you apply the powder itself in its raw form, it's not supposed to be that. It will actually cause you more dryness. And if you don't use water, Chebe loves water, let me tell you. I think I will do an experiment where I will see how long the powder takes to dry after I mix it with water, because Chebe really does love water. So that's why I actually recommend that my clients get a spritz bottle to make moisture application easier. But if you cannot do that, after leaving the shower, you just take a small amount of water and just sprinkle it on your head, like without any routine, without any direction. Just sprinkle water on your head. Make sure that your scalp gets water. I'm telling you that you will prevent any form of itching or any form of irritation in your scalp. And then when you're applying the butter, of course I recommend that you reapply the butter. Even when you're reapplying the butter, you make sure that you reapply from your roots, not your scalp, like the way we apply relaxers. You see, the same technique should be used to apply the Chebe butter, and I promise you, you will see significant changes. And of course, the best time to apply Chebe is immediately after you wash your hair. You mix it with your treatment or your conditioner or whatever you're going to leave on your hair, and then you do your styling. And after styling, do not forget again to apply moisture, like immediately after mebraidiwa, especially if you're doing things like blow dries. You have to reapply moisture, because again, blow dry is all about drying. You have to reapply moisture on the hair to make sure that your strands are still well moisturized. And then you can do a smooth coat on Chebe on your lines, and that's it. I'm sure you have seen that, and I have done that practically on this channel a lot, so you can just have a look at kidogo on it and let me know. So we have said that you're not supposed to apply the Chebe directly, and your scalp will actually react to raw product. So avoid scalp irritation and make sure that again you have a wash routine, like every 4 to 6 weeks. Hydrate the scalp, water. And if you have an itchy or an irritable scalp, you can do rosemary oil or you can do rosemary water. I try as much as I can to avoid complicating my routine, and I'm telling you, I have the simplest hair care routine, and so does my baby and most of my clients, because products work. And again, do not use Chebe in its raw form, because I have sold it to some of my clients as powder and they come back complaining. Do not do that. Use it in its butter form. This is why at Mumina Wellness we sell it with so much pride, because it's not only authentic, that is basically blended with the real Chebe powder from Chad. You won't get the fakes here. We are doing it has no harsh chemicals, and then it has no powder overload. I am guilty of having done a lot of powder, unnecessary powder, if you ask me, in the past, because I was like, hey, I was impressed by the results. I wanted people to get the results faster, so I thought that if I put more powder in my butters, it will work best. Of course, I think it did, but again, I used to recommend my clients to actually even mix or dilute with Vaseline. I swear I used to do that, and they still gave me a tremendous reviews. If you check my page on Instagram, Mumina Wellness, those reviews are there, and I can even give you an image of the client who did that. So they are not fake, they are not created. By then I did not even know how to use AI, so trust me, they are so legit. Even the ones that I am posting now, they are still very, very legit, because the products actually work. And one thing, I don't want you to suffer with powder overload, and that is why I recommend that you use the blends like the ones that we have. So over here I was just done with the updo part, and it looks cute. I think it looks good. This girl, I told you, she has nice hair, and you can see that the Chebe actually makes the hair really, really manageable. Her hair is 4C, and as you have seen from the start of the video, we did not use any heat, and the lines are still coming out clean and neat. And she has not cried. That means it was not as painful as you can imagine. So if you struggle with detangling coarse hair, please make sure that you get your hands on my hair range, because first, the conditioner, oh my god, it's so good with detangling. It's great at restoring the moisture that might have been stripped off by the shampoo. And the Chebe, oh, it does the magic. You lock it in, and then you do knots or matutas, then you let the hair dry. Then once the hair is dry, you just get a bigger comb or a wider comb, like the one that you're seeing on the video, the red one. Over here I'm holding another green one. So you just use such a comb, and then you straighten your hair gently, and then you go ahead and style. Your hair will come out well. And if you see the bow, the wooden comb that I use is enough for styling. But again, I've told you, I think anything that I can envision, I can style. And as I told you, the secret to braiding or to styling is partitioning. Provided you can actually do clean partitions, you can style the desired style, and then you learn how to grip hair. Of course, I'm hoping that you're not that type of people who actually grip so tightly that people cannot sleep at night. That will not be nice. Then you'll have very good lines and such. So if you've experienced any form of itching, do not worry. It does not mean that Chebe is not for you. It just means that you need the right formula and use it the right way. So make sure that you reach out for quality hair products, for quality hair supplements, nutrition services. And this was our end product. I think my baby looks so cute. She looks so adorable. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section.